What up, guys? Oh boy, here we go. Let's do this. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is feeling okay. My name is Johnny James and I'm a recovering addict. I was able to find a new way of life by getting a stable home, smoking medical, and taking Suboxone. Now, I know it sounds like that's a combo, don't it? It sounds like, damn, dude, that guy just replaced like one drug for another, right? That's what it sounds like, right? But the kid didn't. The kid actually traded one lifestyle for a different lifestyle. He kept trying to do sobriety, but sobriety wasn't working. But at the time, he also didn't have a safe place to live. He never had a stable home. So we had no idea how to even go about living that type of life. Finally, a miracle happened, and I was given a home. And after I was given a home, it took me another 9 months to finally get into it because of how bad my addiction was. My disease controlled me. It controlled everything. It would not allow me to move into my beautiful ass home that I just purchased. $600,000 home. Because it was an hour away from Baltimore City. And I needed my drugs. I needed my drugs. And finally, after 8 or 9 more months, I had finally got shot. And my recovery and my new way of life began. Now, I'm a little over 2 years into what I call recovery. I take about a half a strip a day of a 12 milligram Suboxone. And I smoke, a few blunts a day. My life is manageable. Where before, I couldn't manage it at all. I had no control over anything that I was fucking doing. I had literally no control. I could never predict what type of day I was going to have. Never. I feared for my life every single day. And to deal with it, I shot more and more dope and coke. I watched so many people die. And I watched so many friends of mine lose their fucking way out there. I watched people go out there normal. And within weeks, look completely different. I watched people come home from jail, relapse, and overdose and die. Because of the life that I was living, my mental health is fucking crazy. Because of the life that I lived, I never endured a normal type of lifestyle. So, I never endured like a lot of simple, normal shit. Being away from the city has been a test on me. It's been a test on me in ways that I never could have pictured or imagined. I'm so used to that fast life. I'm so used to all that noise, to hearing sirens, the train, people. I'm so used to always moving, always being on the go. Now, I'm always sitting still, working on bettering myself and bettering my future. Building an empire from nothing. I'm learning shit that I never in my life thought I'd learn. I'm so proud to have turned 35 in recovery. This is my second year home in my house of recovery, my third year, my third birthday. Hold on, it's my third birthday in recovery, but my second birthday home in recovery. I got into recovery on 7/13/23. So on October 8th, 23, I spent that in jail. 24, I was home. 25, here I am. No new charges, no nothing. I mind my business. I stay out the way. I make my money legally. I invest. I brighten my knowledge to the best of my ability. Thankfully, I got a smart father. You know, my whole life I felt like I was cursed because nothing but bad shit happened to me. You know, I've told you guys a story about in the 6th grade I was charged with being a terrorist, and I was put into a mental institution because of it, where they put needles in my ass like this. And I was only in the 6th grade, and I had nothing to do with what they charged me with. My house burned down in the 1st grade. My parents split. We lived with my sister. I'm so happy to be where I am today. And I pray that everybody that is looking for a new way of life and looking for recovery finds it. I pray that they can find what I have found, and I pray that they can get what I've got. I know it doesn't come easy. I know a lot of people ain't just gonna have shit like what I've had. Like, basically, you know me, you could say I hit the lottery. That's how lucky I am. Like, this is like the lottery. Like, I own this house. That's it. It saved my life. It saved my life. When we get our opportunity in life, you gotta ask yourself, what are you gonna do with it? Now you have the opportunity, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna use yourself for good, or are you gonna use yourself to still fuck up? Are you gonna better yourself, or are you gonna continue to worsen yourself? We can live in the past, or we can move on with the future. We know what we can't do. We know we can't use one more, because one more will lead us back to where we don't want to go. We know we don't want to go back there because we crave to get out of there. Don't forget, we crave to get out of there. We can't forget that ever. We crave to get the fuck out of there. Some of us made it out. Some of us made it out of that city and don't have to go back. Some of us are stuck in the city. Some of us are stuck in the city. They can't get out. So they're stuck on the rehabs, and they're stuck on the halfway houses, and they're stuck doing this shit on their own. It's these people that need the most help. It's these people that are the most vulnerable and the most likely to fucking go back. And it's the truth. The world of addiction and living with the disease of it, it's torture. It's literally torture. And when you're looking for a new way of life, if you don't find it, you're more than likely to go back. If you don't find something to grasp onto, like, yo, I want this way of life. This makes me want this way of life. If you can't find that shit to grasp onto, what are you going to do? You have to find that new peace. See, a lot of us are so comfortable with being miserable. Dead ass. We've been miserable so long. We've become so comfortable with it. Like, we're just so comfortable with it. Like, when bad things happen to us, we're just so used to it. Remember? Oh, maybe you don't. Let me explain it to you. Do you not remember when you were shooting up in the alley next to a bunch of people that had half of their fucking limbs missing? Do you not remember watching people shit and piss everywhere? Do you not remember getting stabbed up? Or seeing people get stabbed up and still shooting up right next to them? Do you not remember them nights you were walking in the fucking hell or in the cold? Or you were walking and you had nowhere to go, nobody to call, you had no cell phone in you, no dollars in your pocket? I can't forget. I can't forget. That's for damn sure. I can't forget. And I don't want you to forget. I don't want you to forget that pain. Don't forget that pain. And look for that joy. Look for that happiness. Some days it's there, some days it's not. Some days I'm on top of the world. I feel so confident. I feel so positive. Some days I feel like God hates me. I feel like God is torturing me because I sold my soul to the devil. Remind you, I sold my soul to the devil on cocaine. Did it happen or did it not? I don't know. I don't know. How real is that shit? I don't know. I don't know. So it's a thought that I gotta live with. When things are happening fucked up to me, I gotta think, is God punishing me? Does God forgive me? Does God know that I was under the possession of drugs? That I was under the possession of demons? That I couldn't shake? And I was so fucking terrified and desperate that I asked God forever to help me, get me out of these streets, and He didn't. So I finally had got so desperate, I shot coke and I was hallucinating, thinking I seen shadow people and thought I seen the devil, and told this man he could have my soul. And it felt so real to me that I believe it's real. That I believe I did it. And then all the shit that happened afterwards scared me. Scared me. Because I got everything that I asked for. I asked for a home. I asked for financial... I asked for financial assistance for the rest of my life. To be financially set for the rest of my life. And I asked for... to get off the drugs. The hard drugs. And I did all that shit. I got off the hard drugs. I got my home. And that scares me. It terrifies me. As happy as I am with it, I'm scared because did I sell my soul to the devil? Did I sell my soul to the devil? No, I didn't cut no blood or nothing. No, I didn't sacrifice no human or nothing. But I was so evil out there, the devil wanted my soul. And everywhere I went, I seen these fucking shadow people. I told my therapist, I said, do you know how hard it is for me to talk to certain people? I said, ma'am, listen to me. I was in a world that people don't even understand exist. When I sit here and speak with you, you look at me like I got two heads. I once had another therapist tell me, I was telling her a story, a true story, about something that happened out Baltimore. One of the scariest times for me. One of the scariest times out Baltimore City of being homeless was finding my homeboy Herbie dead with half his head gone and his stomach missing and rats eating him. And I found him dead as fuck and I stepped on him and my foot went through his stomach. It was a rough scene. Me and my homeboy Josh Level found this dude. It fucked him and mine head up so bad. Because it was pitch dark. We had no idea he was there. I stepped on something, didn't know what the fuck it was. And I'm saying, what is this? Pulled the cell phone out of my pocket, turned the flashlight on. And all of a sudden there's a zombie. There's a fucking zombie. Did you get his head blown off with a shotgun? half his head gone, half his arm gone. What happened? Or did that Bratz eat him up? Did he overdose? I don't know. We have no idea. I was so scared I ran. Seen him, I ran. I was so scared. Josh ran. We were gone. I went and met up with my ex-wife. I had an anxiety and look, I'm shaking right now, bro. It freaks me out. I was shaking so bad. My boy was getting high because he couldn't handle the fucking image in his head, and his ass ended up going out, and it fucking gave me a flashback of it, and I broke down in front of my wife and all of her friends and shit so bad that I seized. I shook so bad, and I couldn't stop, and she had to hold me. And it was my homeboy, you know? But I was thankful we found him, you know, because his family been looking for him. And he must have been up in that bando for weeks, we don't know. You know what I mean? We were up in there about a week and a half before. God even knows, you know what I mean? We might have passed him, you know what I mean? And didn't even know it, because normally I'd walk over the mattress. That day I didn't walk over that mattress. I walked around it while Josh ran over the mattress. I think about the dude that killed himself. The older black dude hung himself right behind me. I didn't even know yo was there. And I'm up in this abandon shooting up, and this man jumps off this fucking balcony right behind me and fucking kills himself. His eyeball pops out. I'm terrified. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. I couldn't help him. I was too little to help him. I couldn't, what the fuck. Then this man's eye was fucking hanging. Had me so scared. Fucking blood. So, like, people wonder why I smoke weed. Well, this is why. Because it helps me deal with these fucking thoughts all day, you know? Now, of course, when I'm working and shit, I'm busy, so I a lot of times I don't think of this stuff when I'm busy. But when I don't have nothing to do, me speaking helps me deal with my past. You know what I mean? It helps me move forward. It helps me get by, you know what I mean? If you ain't stabbed somebody up before, and you ain't been stabbed, you can't understand what that feels like. If you ain't seen somebody die before, you can't understand what that feels like. If you ain't watched your best friends die, or you ain't fucking watched like friends and family too close to you die, you don't know what that feels like. So you can't relate, and you can't even compare, you know what I mean, to what some of us feel. Because I'm not alone. There's 100 of me out there. There's millions of me out there. There's millions of me out there. I'm just lucky enough to escape. I'm lucky enough to escape, and now I can tell my story. I can tell my story. And I've been granted the opportunity to perhaps put something together to fuck. Look, work with me, bro. It's just breaking me down today. I've been granted the opportunity to be able to help people that were like me, you know. And that's what. Oh, shit. That's what I'm gonna dedicate my life to doing. It's like for so long, I was evil. For so long, I was hurting people. I just ain't gotta do it no more. My name is Tyler James. I'm a recovering addict.